That market reaction reminds me of the way that most of us feel about our government these days, a lack of trust. I mean, just as a side note, has anyone seen our president since these balloons appeared and have been shot down? It's this lack of trust, and the lack of trust in our markets. There's a man named Dmitry Speck. I haven't seen much from Dmitry in a long time, but Dmitry Speck is a brilliant chartist who showed a long time ago this pattern of AM fix and PM fix smashes by the cartel. At the PM fix in London and the AM fix in London, roughly 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. And then right as we're heading into New York, leaving London, this is this typical pattern of smashing down the price of gold and silver. This is not how markets behave. In fact, Dmitry did a wonderful chart that I used to use in my presentations where he took 10 years worth of market data and stuffed it into one chart. And what you see in that chart is bang at the AM fix and bang at the PM fix as it heads into New York, leaving London. There it is right there. And that chart then moves all the way up as we head back to Asia, and it starts all over again. This is a chart that, as far as I'm concerned, explains a lot of the counterintuitive nature and reeks of desperation. Now, back then, 1993 to 2012, this was an easy pattern to pull off if you are the cartel, because no one wanted gold anyway. Back then, gold definitely did well leading up into 2011, no question about it. But the thing is that really most of the world hasn't awoken to the virtues of something other than fiat currencies and the system until just recently. And I think now more than ever, this is and again, remember what gold and silver are. Yeah, silver is a commodity. Silver has industrial uses, but silver really is money, and it was money before it was a commodity. And the same thing is true about gold. It is money. It is a mere reflection of the system. And as the Western system clings to the last vestiges of its power, suppressing the canary in the mine shaft is vitally important. So inflation goes up today. You see a spike right there, right before the PM fix, because the people who thought they'd outsmart the market figured, well, inflation's got to be up. The numbers are pointing up. Let's jump in while we can. And then bang, they smash it down right into Dmitry Speck's V-shape right there. This is exactly what we've been seeing for a very long time. And this is why you have to take a step back, take a deep breath, see the big picture, and not get too tripped out or freaked out about this counterintuitive nature, because in the end, mathematics, the economics of it will play out. And look, it's frustrating, I get it, but I think we live in a world that is spinning so far out of control, and we're seeing such a huge growing chorus of countries around the world coalescing together against this type of manipulation, hypocrisy, hegemony. All of it is only furthering, I think, the coalition of countries against this type of overt market manipulation. And in the end, the only way you can manipulate a market over time is to push it in the direction it is going. And I think we are seeing such a massive move away from fiat, and by the biggest money in the world, who is front-running the ultimate move in, I think, anything opposite the dollar, certainly precious metals at the top of that list. And you can see a move like we did today in front of the CPI tick. It only reeks of more and more desperation by the cartel, who's hanging on by the skin of their fingernails. And there's not much skin there. So I don't know how much longer this goes on, Chris, but it's frustrating, I get it. But in the end, I think it'll turn out to be, for those of us that have used these pullbacks as a subsidy, it'll turn out to be well rewarded.